Alright, back again. Big up yourself, 9565 Brockwide. Now, I was just doing the madness the other day, yeah. And I was thinking of, like, what happened to that person, innit? And it came up on the YouTube feed about where this person is now.
Okay.
But I don't know if you remember this guy. You get me? Let me just play a little. Do you remember this guy?
It's something about the girl that just makes my head wanna
Hey!
Maybe that's what you have to sing to me, to serenade me, get me? And what it is. Something about the girl that just makes my head wanna twirl. Oh, you got me want to tell all them other girls there's nothing else better on this world. The moment I see I was in shock.
Nah, they went mad. They went mad. Anyway.
Well, at least the model kept a straight face.
The video out that says, where are they now in it? So I just wanted us to watch it to see. I didn't watch it, so I'm like, let me find out where they are. I was curious. All right. I don't know. I ain't watched it either. It's like 9 years ago. It's like 9 years ago. Ice J Fish.
JJ Fish.
Ice JJ Fish. What the? Anyway. So it's just literally, I never looked into him. I just saw that tune. I said, something wrong with that you. But he was they were pushing it. They were pushing that agenda.
Of course, it's a mockery. It's a mockery.
No way he knew that.
No, of course not, because he's just thinking they gassed him.
I don't know if he had any.
Yeah, he's not quite.
We don't know that.
What do you mean?
It ain't put out. Whoa.
There's something not quite.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying.
Bizarre.
Are you living tomorrow?
Was it him?
Week or next month? This is why you.
Wait, that looks normal to me.
That does, well, kind of, but yeah.
You know the first when you watch the video is that I'm thinking you like, bro, something look right. But him look right there now. It looks right there now. What?
He's
no?
on his medication.
Oh wow, son.
Give your life to God and submit to God, because what God got planned for you, He's gonna make sure you get home.
After Ice JJ Fish would become one of the most popular memes on the internet thanks to his bizarre but captivating vocals on viral videos like On the Floor. After Ice JJ Fish would find himself working with the likes of Tyler the Creator and Nick Cannon before leaving the world of R&B behind for the hallowed halls of gospel music.
Put yourself in an environment that loves God, even if that means being by yourself. Because that's what I'm doing right now.
After Ice JJ Fish would have over 72,000 followers on Twitter, nearly 100,000 followers on Instagram, and 702,000 subscribers on YouTube at the time of this recording. In today's day and age, anyone can get famous. Case in point, a few years ago, there was this viral YouTube singer who went by the name of Ice JJ Fish. You might have heard of him. And if you haven't, then maybe count yourself blessed. You missed out on viral videos that are a lot like this.
I said I'm getting my money. Oh, yeah.
This product of Illinois became something of a curiosity on the internet, largely thanks to his undeniably serious way that he approaches his indescribably bad vocals. Immediately, people began wondering, are we laughing at a guy who legitimately thinks he can sing? Or at a man who simply has more confidence than he knows what to do with? Over time, as Ice has continued to make more and more music, even switching genres completely from R&B to gospel, I think we found our answer. No one keeps a joke going for this long. Not even this dude. So, stay tuned to our newest episode of Where Are They Now to find out what Ice JJ Fish has
Well, it was a joke.
Oh,
so it was a joke.
That's
it was
what
a
he's
joke.
trying to say.
The man said it's just a joke. I swear he said it's just a joke. So he had this
So
all
he
this.
done that on purpose. Girl.
It looked too real, man. Did he say it's a joke? He said it was a joke, innit? He said it was a joke.
I think we found our answer. No one keeps a joke going for this long. Not even this dude. So, stay tuned to our newest episode of Where Are They Now to find out what Ice JJ Fish has really been up to. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Marlon Palmer. Recent drops in this series have included looks at Kendrick Lamar and Coolio. Those two have nothing to do with each other. No skill, rap talent, nothing, but they have great stories. So please go check those out. Since the show works off requests, don't forget to leave us some ideas of who you want to see next, and I'll catch you guys after the intro.
Let me ask you a question that I know the answer to. Why would an OnlyFans girl give me 50%?
Ice
Good
JJ
info.
Fish was born Daniel McLeod on July 30th, 1994 in Chicago, Illinois. Not a whole lot is known about my man's childhood, but he became an extremely early adopter of social
Wait,
media.
that's where he was born. I like the way they done the picture though. See the picture? I like the way my man's done that. Good editing though, fam. Like the way my man, is that way? What makes it look like it was rich? He's rich, born rich.
Like, looks like a made up.
You couldn't do that at Brixton. Like you get me, like
What?
shard in the background.
Well,
and
in the
that.
background, skyline, Elephant Castle.
Anyway, what's mad?
Illinois. Not a whole lot is known about my man's childhood, but he became an
Okay.
extremely early adopter of social media sites like Instagram and YouTube, creating his very first channel on the streaming platform in May of 2007. And that's really early in the game, 2007. Late in his teenage years, Ice began uploading some early videos of himself singing with titles like Back That Ass Up, as well as Higher Than an Airplane in 2011. Classic. Higher than an airplane, doing my damn thing. Whoa, whoa.
Whoa. Chad, I'll never take the mickey out of you again.
No,
I'll never take the mickey out
Excuse
again.
me. Put some respect on my voice.
Wowzers.
Don't
Wowzers.
try it. Put some respect on my voice. You know, most people think I'm a singer.
Ain't doing my damn thing. Whoa. I didn't airplane doing my damn thing. But he must not have been too pleased with his early content because he'd end up deleting it from his channel. After these opening misfires, Ice would take a step back and reconsider his approach before dropping his next video in May of 2013, a track titled Rawest of Them All. This is where I found Ice JJ Fish, and I was lost for words. Whatever it was he heard in that clip, he must have liked it, because after dropping that track on all of our unsuspecting ears, he began to roll out new song after another with titles like Most Certain and Control of Me. After becoming something of an early viral sensation online, some of Ice's music found its way to the San Antonio-based entertainment company That Raw, who reached out to him looking to collaborate once they were finished laughing their asses off at his content. Whether or not Daniel agreed with their critical assessment of his music, it really doesn't matter, because he agreed to team up with them for a 3-video shoot, one of which would end up turning into No Topping You. No Topping You would become Daniel's first video on YouTube to cross the 5 million view mark, but his success would pale in comparison to his next release, the absolute classic, the reason we're here, the reason you clicked the video, On the Floor. That is
It makes it look good even...
This is beautiful art. This is the video that truly sent Ice JJ Fish to the next level and kickstarted his 15 minutes of fame that he somehow parlayed into a music career spanning nearly a decade. In just 1 month, the video would go on to earn over 10 million views, and today it's sitting at a whopping 82 million views. To capitalize on this opportunity, Ice began to populate his YouTube feed with more and more tracks, alternating between his original creations and remixing the works of more established artists like Drake, The Weeknd, and Frank Ocean. Around 2014 is when Ice would reach the peak of his mainstream success. That's when he would make a guest appearance on Tyler the Creator's sketch comedy series Loiter Squad, creating the parody song I Just Bought a Bugatti.
Where the you learn that from? Where you learn that from? Yo, it sound like you learned that from it's like some random ghost just came and just showed.
And he followed that up with an episode of Nick Cannon's Wild 'N Out in 2015, where he faced off against some serious competition and got something of a reality check from Chico Bean.
Hey, I'm proud of your success. I'm glad you got your grind right. But do you not know that this is what you sound like?
Naturally, with that many eyes on his talent, and yes, I use that word loosely, people began to wonder what it was about this dude that made them unable to look away. He was criticized by many for his objectively terrible singing voice, but with how seriously he approached each song, it became difficult for viewers to determine if Daniel himself was in on the joke. Some people assumed he was, and that his entire career was meant to be intentionally funny. But after looking into his story, I'm not so sure I agree with them. For instance, take a look at this tweet he sent out that got right up into Lil Yachty's grill for stealing his whole sound. Again, is he being serious? It's hard to know. Lil Yachty definitely wasn't feeling in any way threatened, judging by his own response. Despite blowing up on YouTube around 2013, it would actually take Ice around 4 years to release his first EP, a project titled Lil JJ Fish. He'd follow that up
Wowza. Looks a bit like Letitia from My Wife and Kids. Is that her name? What was the mum's name?
Yeah.
Janet.
That's Photoshop though, isn't it?
It must be, because it looks off the head. But yeah, I don't know.
No, you just come out your yard and you just got it done by a neighbour. You didn't even go to the hairdressers to get it done. You went to some neighbours.
Right,
Some
who
neighbour.
just comes out there? Like, do you just come out your yard and...
Take a picture like that.
But yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just the gangly figure, the big gap tooth. I don't know.
Oh, God. Anyway, hopefully it's a joke.
His first studio album, Seasick, in March of 2019. Seasick is funny. I just thought about that. Wow. Soon after the release of these projects, however, Ice would undergo a change.
No. But
He's got a first black girl. Because I was just thinking that
they're not ugly though. None of them. He ain't got ugly girls in his video though.
I'm not calling anyone ugly, but I just thought maybe he had a type because they all seemed like a type.
Switching from R&B to gospel music. In November of 2019, he dropped the gospel EP, and 4 months later, followed it up with his most recent studio album, Jesus Is the Way. Beyond just a change to his music, Ice has apparently undergone an entire lifestyle switch-up, having sworn off drugs, tobacco, premarital sex, and online adult entertainment. That sounds horrible.
You shouldn't have to have sex to be happy. Because that means you're not happy. Once the sex is gone, you're right back to where you was at.
And while prior to this switch, it is probably a fair question to ask whether or not Ice was taking his music career seriously, I think we can finally put that question to bed.
No, it's not a joke. If you think it's a joke about at this time, you need to go to the hospital. There's literally something wrong with you.
After all, artists don't tend to get involved in gospel music unless they take what they're saying very seriously. And going by some of Ice's most recent social media posts, it's my belief that Ice is taking this newest phase of his career very seriously indeed.
A lot of people believe there will never be a nuclear war, which is a lie. China wants to become the superpower of the world. And how they gonna do that? First, they gonna knock the American dollar to the ground.
I mean, why else would you bother preparing your fans?
His whole voice has changed, and well, obviously he's had braces. He looks like he's put on weight, like he's become a little bit more fuller, and he looks healthier. Like, you just don't look so...
Are we waiting for the thing where he goes, oh, that was a joke, innit?
No, it wasn't a joke. So it wasn't a joke. He was, back then, he was serious about what he was doing. Hey, he believed in himself. Got paid. Hey.
The coming nuclear apocalypse without even a hint of a smile. Why else would you do that? As for whether or not Ice will survive the end of days along with the rest of us, well, that's a story for another time and another place. After all, this is Where Are They Now, and you're all caught up with the recent history of Ice JJ Fish. Be sure to let us know what you thought about his story in the comments down below, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Before They're Famous so you can vote on what's next, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.
Nah, big up that
Well,
guy
you know
though.
what? Normally...
Big up that guy. I'll put his link in the bio and that yeah, it's good what he's doing.
No, definitely. But normally when they say, like, what happened to them or where they now...
They didn't pay none of his gospel. I'm going to have to check his gospel music, innit? But I don't think it'll be online.
Why?
Let me check. Let's check if it's online. Let me check. Because if it's online, then...
Well, if he's definitely walking with the Lord, then he's definitely in a stronger, better
might
place.
be.
Good on him.
Well, let's listen to one then.
Praise the Lord.
Which
I
one do you
found
want?
Jesus.
Which one are you saying?
I found Jesus.
No, go, I found Jesus, yeah?
Space time.
Wait. Are we going to like it? Yes or no? What do you reckon? Because it sounds good at the moment. But what do you reckon? Do you think he's made a complete... Like, could you... Where we said from before, the singing dead. It's dead, innit? It was dead.
It doesn't sound like he has a voice, no.
It was dead.
It doesn't sound like he...
It was dead. It was the worst we've ever heard.
It was weird.
Right. Made it worse. Alright. Now he's made a complete transition.
Yeah.
He's built a bit of weight. Gaps gone in his teeth and that. He's had braces. It seems
I
like
don't know
he's
there's
more...
anything wrong with a gap in it, but when you're doing like all of that, it makes you look a bit...
What are we saying? Is this the banger? Is it gonna...
I hope it is. you're speaking about Jesus and I found Jesus, then I hope through that you may have been blessed with vocal cords.
I love that. I like the way you said that. All right, let's go. Let's wind it back a bit so the anticipation builds.
Space time.
Hopefully it's just instrumentals.
I found Jesus, Jesus.
It didn't even ease in. It didn't even ease in. No, it didn't even ease in. Give him a chance. Give him a chance. Because that might be the first. Give him a chance. Give him a
I
chance.
found Jesus, 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 Jesus. I 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 found Jesus, Jesus, He's the way. 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 I found Jesus,
It's gonna change. It's gonna change.
the way. Oh God, I love you. I love everything about you. I'm so happy that I went and found you.
Nah, it sounds like them guys that the youths that listen to now anyway.
What?
You know, them little Dirk and all them people there.
I don't know if they sound like that. He just maybe needs some vocal coaching, and he's got the money. Get some vocal. Maybe he has, but I like what he's singing, and I'm glad that he has found Jesus and that he's walking with the Lord. But maybe
Big man,
the
stop.
singing career is not for
Ash,
you.
JJ, stop.
JJ Fish.
Stop. Stop.
It might be his dream.
Stop.
I think God has other plans for you.
Thank you. That's better. I like that. Yeah, go on to come on. Peanuts in my mouth.
But yes, keep on your journey. But in regards to a music career, I don't think that's necessarily your calling.
Disrespect.
Hey.
Hey, like and subscribe. Comment. It's not unknown, but doing something different. And watch the other stuff that we got. You might find something you
Get me a
like.
Was that playing words?
Don't expose the thing yet, man.